Hello, my loves. Today is going to be a quick message. I'm actually heading to my pool. Going to chill out and relax for a little bit. But first, I just wanted to share this quick message. And it's more so an affirmation. Love is not just a feeling. It's not this fleeting feeling that comes and goes. Love is an energy. It's kind of like abundance. Abundance is not determined based on how much money you have in your account. Abundance is a permanent state of being. Why? Because it is you. You are abundance. Why? Because source is abundance. So when it comes to love, specifically unconditional love, okay, because we're not talking about the worldly definition of love. Love is an energy, and it's an energy that you embody. It's not based on who's in your life. It's not based on what you have. Love is an energy. And I want you to let that sink in. Love is not based on a person. It's not a feeling that you get when somebody comes into your life or when somebody does something nice for you. These are feelings. What many people often experience are feelings. And feelings change. Now, this energy that I'm referring to, love, true love, which is what you are, that's what you made out of, it never changes. It doesn't change based on who you're with, what you've done, how you look, how much money you have. Love, just think of it as a person, an unconditionally loving person. It never changes. You are love. That's the message. So if you're looking for love, start looking in the mirror. So once again, when I talk about love, I'm talking about a state of being. When you can see everything as love, you will actually fall in love with your life, because you will see that your life is also love. It's a gift. And what better way to express love than through actions? And so your existence, your creation is love. Everything around you that's already been provided for you, it is love. Source loves you because Source is love. And so are you. So once again, don't go seeking love through other people. Because once again, you attract what you are. And the more that you remember that you are love, the more love that you're going to attract. So don't allow heartbreaks to turn your heart cold. Because guess what? Now you're going to magnify that. Now you're going to attract situations and circumstances that are going to continue to make your heart cold. But when you can fall in love with everything, even difficult circumstances, which, trust me, I understand is not the easiest thing. But just give yourself a minute, because even giving yourself that compassion, that's loving. That's being loving to yourself. And honestly, you can't really love other people until you love yourself. Or I should say, until you understand or realize that you are love. Your heartbeat, your lungs, your eyesight, your breath, all of these are love. Your body is loving you just by functioning. Life is loving you every day just by allowing you to experience it. Love is an energy. So don't treat love like this temporary high. Some people do that. They treat love like a temporary high. And so they're always seeking out the next victim. They're like a fiend. I need love. So they jump from relationship to relationship, seeking love, pouring into friendships and situationships that don't serve them because they're seeking the next high. When all the while, love has been there the whole time, just waiting for you to recognize it, for you to realize she's always been there. Love is unconditional. I know how we talk about having unconditional love, but true love, my darling, is unconditional. Source is love. And that's why love is unconditional. No matter what you do, say, love never stops loving you. No matter what you're going through, love never stops loving you. It's always there waiting to lend you a helping hand, to remind you that you deserve compassion, that it's okay to cry sometimes. It's okay to have a bad day. You're still loved. You're still beautiful. Love is not getting butterflies in your stomach. Because what happens when those butterflies go away? Many people begin to think that I'm not in love anymore. Let me move on to the next high because I need this feeling that I think love possesses. Well, let me tell you something. If I'm not mistaken, it's 1 Corinthians chapter 13 where it talks about the fruits of the Spirit. And it couldn't be truer. Love is enduring. Not to say you have to put up with abuse. That's not what I'm talking about. That was never the definition. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is meek. Now you have to be able to define these things for yourself. And I'll be honest with you. We all have to go through experiences to truly understand these things, especially when it comes to scripture, because a lot of it can be taken out of context if you haven't truly experienced it. When I talk about patience, I'm speaking of manifesting. Sometimes you might manifest certain things and you want it right away, and it's not quite ready. It doesn't mean that what you want does not want you. It's just not simply ready for you to accept it. There's sometimes a need for alignment. Love is meek. Yes, we can be boisterous. We can do what we want to do and we can say what we want to say, but is it always necessary? Do you always need to be right, or do you want peace? A lot of people just want to be right at the cost of their relationship and friendships. But you're right. Who cares? No, that's not the way that you should think. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be authentic. But what I'm saying is to think about everything before you do it. Don't be so hasty. Doing things just because you want to do them. So when it comes to love, understand that love is always surrounding you. If you don't feel love, just go outside and sit in the grass. Even the grass and the trees are loving you. The sun loves you. The sun is love. It gives you life. So you see, there's so much love surrounding you at all times. This nice, cool breeze is loving me, cooling off my body from the sun. Once you understand that source is everything and everything is love, even life, even the hardships you go through, source is not punishing you. These are actually lessons that are making you stronger, that your soul wanted to experience and ask for. And many times, if we're being honest, we blame source because we don't want to take accountability for how we ended up in that situation, which is going to prevent you from learning the lesson. The sooner that you're able to stop placing blame, the sooner that you take accountability for the part you might have played. And once again, not everything is your fault. It's just not. But if you're dealing with a toxic relationship, if you're having money issues, things that are in your control, and maybe there's somewhere that you need to be a bit more disciplined, it's okay. You don't have to beat yourself up. But don't start blaming God or the universe for things going wrong in your life when there is a lesson to be learned, which is maybe I should be more disciplined or discerning of the people that I keep around me. Maybe I shouldn't be going to these types of places. Maybe I shouldn't be giving my energy to these types of people. Maybe I shouldn't be so impulsive. So it's not about source cursing you or not liking you. Even those things that we went through during those times that we felt cursed, it was actually out of love for us to be able to come here, to cleanse our bloodlines, to pay back karmic debt so our souls could be free. It's all love. It just depends on how you look at it. So start looking at your life with love. I recently came across a video which talked about managing our emotions and how when it comes to life, there is a pendulum. And this pendulum is constantly swinging. So understand that even though you might be high vibrational, the pendulum always has to swing. What goes up must come down. So it's not about always expecting things to be perfect in life. Life is about balance. When that pendulum swings up, it has to swing back down. It's about learning how to go with the flow. It's about learning how to surrender, even in those moments when the pendulum might swing in the other direction. When you're feeling hardships, when you're feeling heavy energies, when things might not seem to be going perfectly in your life. Understand, this is not the universe punishing you. This is not necessarily something that you're doing. The pendulum has to swing. What goes up has to come down, my love. This is about being able to maintain a high vibration and balance, even in those moments of turmoil. This is about learning how to hold your position and knowing that even though it might rain and storm, the sun will come out. Knowing that trouble doesn't last always. Because it doesn't. Everything is cycles. So even when it comes to life, there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. But don't be discouraged. Because even in the moments that you're feeling down, there is still love in that and a lesson for you to learn, which is going to help to make you stronger. All of this is to make you stronger. But you are loved and you are supported. As you guys can see, I made it to the pool. But there was one other thing that I wanted to add, which is for you to understand that the people who are trying to throw things at you, who are intentionally causing chaos in your life, they're trying to distract you. Why? Because if they can get you to start believing that Source doesn't love you, that people don't support you, that your life is somehow cursed, if they can get you to believe that things never go right for you, that you're never going to be able to relax, that you can't feel safe, that true love doesn't exist, if they can get you to believe, then they can get you to work against yourself. Because they can't truly touch you. Not as a chosen one. Understand that. But they can get you to self-sabotage. And the best way for them to do that, which is what they've been doing, is to start planting seeds of doubt. And this is why, as I said before, it's so important that even when you're going through things, that you remain grounded in the truth. And that you don't allow these things to deter you from what you know is true, from the prophecies over your life. Don't allow them to put you in an energy of doubt, of frustration, of anger, of hate, of bitterness, of resentment. So you might be asking yourself, why are all these things happening to me? Well, they're doing these things in order to keep you distracted. Because if manifestation is all about feeling, then that means that how you feel about yourself, about the world around you, matters. And it's going to dictate how fast your manifestations come in. So it's very important for you to remain grounded, even in the midst of chaos, even when you're going through difficulties, because we all go through difficulties. Don't get it twisted. Just because I have a smile on my face doesn't mean that I don't also shed tears. But God collects those tears and transmutes those tears into victories, into wins. And that's what you have to hold on to. Like I said before, trouble doesn't last. And yes, the universe will allow these things to happen only to build you up. They're making you stronger if you allow them to. But even in the midst of chaos, instead of planting seeds of doubt, Instead of complaining, why are things not going my way? Why won't my manifestations hurry up and come in? Instead of complaining, learn to be at peace. Learn to have faith. This is the time when your faith is built the strongest. It's easy to have faith when everything is going in your favor, even though it always is. But it's a lot easier when things just seem to be smooth sailing. But when the boat starts rocking a little bit is when a lot of us start to doubt. Stand firm. This is what they want. They want all these distractions. They're sending you chaos because they want your feelings to be all over the place. They want your emotions to be all over the place. They want you to doubt what God has told you will come into fruition. But you are stronger than that, and you are smarter than that. I just put you onto game. So when you feel yourself experiencing chaos, don't get frustrated. Know that the victory is always yours. And stand firm. Be at peace. Know that the universe is going to come through for you. I love you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Allow this transformation to take place.